Okay guys, welcome back to another video. My name is John Gorham with Education Solutions, and this is a very specific video for people who use the LMS that's called Manaba. And one thing with Manaba is that it is a little bit old school. A lot of the user interface is not, I would say, up to speed with some of the other LMS platforms like Canvas or even Google Classroom, and especially with Microsoft Teams. However, a lot of people in Japan do have to use Manaba, and I want to show you in this video how you can take an Excel spreadsheet and take all of the terms and definitions or sentences, example sentences, and turn these into a usable auto-scored test. If you're new to the channel, please do smash that like button and be sure to subscribe down below. I really would appreciate it. Also, if you have any questions about how to use Manaba or more particularly and how to use the auto-scored tests in Manaba, please do leave a comment down below. If you're not a user of Manaba, but you might know someone who does use this LMS, please do share this video with your friends and colleagues. I really would appreciate that as well. Okay, so let's get into how we can actually take information from, in this case, a Google Sheet, and we can make it into an auto-scored test on Manaba. So what I have here is I've got a set of AWL or academic word list sublists here that I have for all of the academic word lists. And I've taken these and I put them into order here, and I've got them ordered 1 through 30. The sublists are broken down into 30 words plus their definitions here. So what we'll see here in column A is an example sentence. Column B, which is in green, I've labeled these in green. This is the correct word right here. And then we've got 3 columns here, C, D, and E, that are in this pinkish or red colored columns here, which indicates that they're incorrect. So the final one here with column F, if you can see this here, column F is also the correct definition for the terms in B. And what I have here is, I mentioned I've got them set up 1 through 30. Yeah. Okay, so we have, what I'm going to do is set up a quiz in Manaba using example sentences. And what the students have to do is choose the correct term in order to complete the sentence. Okay, so I will provide a query sheet that you will upload into Manaba, and I'll show you how we'll do that in a second. So let me get Excel opened up here. So this is my my query sheet, and again, I'll provide this in the comments down below, or rather in the description here. So we've got in column P, this is our question right here. So we'll put our example sentence, and then we've got option 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what I have here, the type of question, it's going to be a drop down. It's required. The student has to answer it, and it's worth 1 point. And then in column T, it says correct answer. So the correct answer comes from option 1. So this column will have the correct answer. And then 2, 3, and 4 will have the incorrect answers here. Okay, so let's switch back, and we'll grab our sentences here, and I'll copy this column, and I'll come back into Excel, and I'll right click, and I'll paste these in here. Now we'll come over here. Let's go to option 1. So this is the correct answer here. Come over here, and I've got, this is labeled, or it's colored in green, so I know that that's the correct one. So we'll paste that in here. So let's make sure that's correct. Yes, that is right. Okay, that matches up. So what we need to do now is put 2, 3, and 4, which are the incorrect answers, right here. So we'll copy all of these, and I'll paste these into my spreadsheet here. So I know that these are all incorrect right there. Okay, so what I need to do now is, you can see that the name is query_sheet, and this is saved as an Excel spreadsheet right here. So it has to be labeled exactly that, query underscore sheet. Otherwise, Manaba will not recognize it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to save this. I want to make sure I save it as the proper one here. And I'm putting this into my AWL quizzes right here. And just to show you guys exactly where this is located. So I've already got mine saved in here. But I want to show you guys how I have mine divided up. So I've got all of my AWL quizzes set up in different folders here. And this is AWL quiz 10B. It's the final quiz. And you can see here, I just saved my query sheet right here. Just make sure you do not call it anything besides query underscore sheet. Okay, so now that that's saved and you know exactly where it's saved, what we can do is we can come back to Manaba. And this is my Manaba page here. So I need to add a test. So we can see we've got this option here to add test. We'll add a test, and we have the options auto score, manual score, exercise, or pool of questions. But what we want to do here is at the very bottom, you can see it says add tests by using an Excel spreadsheet here. You can also do a CSV. But what we're using here is an Excel spreadsheet. So I'll click on this here. And we have here, we want to choose the file that we just saved, which was the query sheet from, that's not from, I don't want it from 10A, but I'll come back here to my AWL quizzes. And what I have here is my 10B. That's where I saved it. I've got my query sheet, and I want to open that right here. Okay, and you can see it says query sheet. I didn't change the name. And it says upload auto score tests. So I'll click on that right here. Test upload was successful. Excellent. So what I need to do now is come back here, and I'm going to rename it. Right now it's untitled. So I'll take the previous test name. I just need to change that to 10B. And what we can do is come over to this little gearbox, and we're going to edit the test. And once that opens up, there we go. So we're going to call this one 10B, and I want us to tell them to choose the best answer. And for the time limit, actually with the start and end date, that is up to the teacher to decide when he or she wants to end that. And we've got all of our questions right here that have been imported, all 30 questions. Okay, so I'll scroll down here. What we want to do though, because option 1 is the correct answer, so if the student figures out they could just choose one for all of them, we need to shuffle the choices. So make sure you shuffle choices here. It's up to you if you want to add it or do not add it to their portfolio, and then publish tests when the submission deadline is finished. So we'll go on to next right here, and you can check your answers. Their property and our property are adjacent to each other. It was an amazing computer, albeit expensive. However, once we get these done, these answers will shuffle. But you can see right here that option 1 is the correct one already here. So we can go through, okay, yes, it's got a total of 30 points. And we'll go ahead and save and finish. So that should come through. There we go. So there's our AWL sublist 10B. It's unpublished right now. And then what you can do is you can come in here and you can do a trial submission just to make sure that everything works out. Okay, and we'll start that right here. Their property and our property are adjacent to each other. That's the first one. It was an amazing computer. There we go. So this one is, we can see, albeit is not one of the options. Oops, there we go. It's not the first option, I should say. Okay, so we can go through these ones right here. This is exactly what it looks like on the student's end. The organization's general. There we go. Good. So nonetheless is not the first option is not the very first one here. All right. So you guys can go through this one here, and once the student is all done, you could click on confirm, take it yourself if you choose. Okay, so I'll save and quit that one here. Just to make sure, so you can go through all those on your own. But that took me probably less than 10 minutes to set everything up. So I hope that this was very helpful. If you do have some questions about how to use this, please do send me a message or comment down below. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe for some new videos that I'll have coming out. And also, I will provide you with the query sheet, and you'll have to save that as an Excel spreadsheet. And 2, I want to give you guys a link to the academic word list, all of the sublists here. So please do check the links down below in the description, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all in the next video.